Hello students, today in this video I am going to discuss about chapter 1 crop production and management. Topics to be covered: agriculture and crops, types of crops, basic agricultural practices and various traditional and modern tools, animal husbandry. Agriculture, the science of farming including cultivation of the soil and rearing of animals is called agriculture. The term agriculture has been derived from the Latin word ager means field and cultura means cultivation. Crop plants, the plants of the same kind grown and cultivated in large quantity in a field are called crop plants, or simply as crops. The product of cultivated plants is called crop produce. Types of crops based on seasons. In our country, there are two main crop seasons. These are known as Rabi season and Kharif season. Rabi crops, the crops which are sown during winter, is called Rabi crops. Rabi crop season lasts from October, November to March and April. Rabi crops are sown in the beginning of the winter, like October, November, and harvested in March and April. That is why Rabi crops are also called winter crops. Wheat, gram, barley, mustard, potato are Rabi crops. Kharif crops, the crops which are sown during rainy season are called Kharif crops. Kharif crop season lasts from June, July to September, October. Kharif crop are also called summer crops. Kharif crops are sown at the beginning of the monsoon season, June, July, and harvested at the end of the monsoon, September, October. Example of kharif crops are paddy, maize, groundnut, cotton, pulses, jowar are some kharif crops. Basic agricultural practices. Crop production involves many steps and conditions. To obtain a good crops, there must be followed. The various tasks performed by a farmer to produce a good crop are called basic agricultural practices. The basic practices of crop production are preparation of soil, sowing, adding manure and fertilizers, irrigation, weeding, harvesting, threshing, and storage of crops. Preparation of soil, plugging and leveling. First of all, the first step of agricultural practices is preparation of soil. Soil is the main medium in which plants grow. The plant obtain water, minerals, salt and air from the soil. To be certain, these are easily available to the plant. The soil has to be prepared before sowing crops. It involves plugging and leveling. The process of loosening and turning of the soil is called plugging or tilling. There are some advantages of plugging. The loose soil allows the root to penetrate deeper into the soil. This helps the plant to anchor firmly in the soil. Plugging helps in bringing the nutrient-rich soil to the top and mixing the fertilizers properly so that the plant can absorb these nutrients more easily. Plugging helps in trapping air into the soil which is used by the root to breathe. And plugging helps to retain moisture for a longer period. The tools used in various agricultural practices are called agricultural implements. There are some tools: plow, hoe, cultivators are the some tools for plugging. And leveling, after plugging, the land is left with a big lumps of soil. This has to be leveled before sowing the seeds. This is done with the help of another tool called leveler, which break these big lumps of soil. after plugging and leveling, selection and sowing of seeds. Selecting good quality healthy seeds is the next important part of the crop production. After these seeds have been selected, they need to be sown in the field. Sowing is the process of placing seeds into the soil. And after placing seeds into the soil, the next step is adding manures and fertilizers. Plants need nutrients for healthy growth, which they get from the soil. When crops are grown in the same field again and again, the nutrient in the soil get used up and reduce the yield. We can increase the nutrient value of the soil either by adding manure or fertilizer to it or by following certain practices like field fallow, crop rotations are the practices. And there are some difference between manure and fertilizers. Manure add nutrients, improve soil fertility, and fertilizer add specific nutrients according to the need of the soil and crops. Manure increase water holding capacity, and fertilizer required very small quantity. Manure make the soil porous and improve aeration. Fertilizer readily absorbed by the plants as they water soluble. Manure do not cause pollution, and fertilizers cause water pollution. Manure are the natural substance obtained by decomposition of vegetable and animal waste by the action of microorganisms. And fertilizers are the chemical substances commercially produced in factories. After adding manure and fertilizers, the next step is irrigation. The supply of water to crops at different interval is called irrigation. As we know, water is essential for the proper growth and development of crops. All plants do not require the same amount of water. For example, rice needs standing water and hence are grown in the rainy season. Different crops need water at different times of their growth. Some need it before plugging while some flowering stage. A good farmer know when to water and how much water, avoid wastage of water and improve productivity. During summers, plants require more water as the rate of transpiration and evaporation of water from the soil is very high. Sources of irrigations. Rainwater is the main source of irrigation uh, for all water body, but the distribution of rainfall is uneven and uncertain, which may cause flood or drought. Therefore, we have to develop proper method to irrigate the field to avoid these problems. The sources of irrigation are well, tube well, ponds, lakes, river, dams, and canals. There are two main methods of irrigation: traditional methods of irrigation and modern methods of irrigation. Traditional methods such as chain pump, rahat, dhekli, etc., and modern methods of irrigation uh, are sprinkler irrigation system and drip irrigation system. In sprinkler irrigation system, a main pipe is linked to a network of smaller pipes crisscrossing each other with a rotating nozzle on their crops. Water flow into the main pipe and then into the smaller pipe with the help of pump. So the plant gets a continuous supply of water for a long time. And in drip irrigation system is the best technique to water fruit plants and vegetable. In this method, water is allowed to fall drop by drop only at the roots of the plants. The next step is protection of crops. Protection from weeds and pests. Uh, Weeds are undesirable plants that grow along the main crops plants in the field. Grass, amaranthus, or violet are some common weeds. These weeds have to be removed as they compete with the crop plants for nutrients, water and sunlight and space. There are some ways to remove weeds. Weeds are removed manually, pulled out from the ground. They can be removed by using hoe, a trowel or harrow. This can be removed by plugging the land before sowing, which will uproot the weed, or by chemical methods. And from pest, pest are the kind of insect disease causing organism or rat that can cause damage to the crop. Some natural ways to protect plant can be damage various bacterial and fungal disease. This disease can be burned so that disease do not spread to the healthy crops. Deep plugging can kill the egg of various insect and pests. Birds can be kept away by installing scarecrow or by netting the farm. Other method to protect crops are pesticides by the use of pesticides, insecticides, and rodenticides. The next step is harvesting. Harvesting is the process of cutting and collecting the mature crop from the field. It can be done manually using sickle or by a machine called harvester. The process of separating the grains from the chaff is known as threshing, and it is done by thresher. Storage. Most crop plants are seasonal, meaning they are stored and supplied as when required. Cereals and pulses can be stored for much longer time as compared to fruits and vegetables, which have a shorter shelf life. Cereals and grains are dried properly in sunlight before storing. Any moisture contained in the grains can lead to growth of microorganism and mold and can destroy the entire produce. They are stored in gunny bag made up of jute or metallic bins. Animal husbandry. The branch of science that deal with the breeding and raising of domestic animals on a large scale is known as animal husbandry. As we know, man is omnivorous and animal have been integral part of the man's civilization. We get many kind of food item from animals. Here are some like milk producing animals called milch animals. It include cow, buffalo, and goat. Poultry include birds such as hen, duck, geese, and turkey. We get egg and meat from them, which are good source of protein. Fisheries are place where fish are reared. We get fish from the both marine and freshwater sources. And rearing of honeybee on a large scale to obtain honey is called apiculture. And fish farming on large scale is known as pisciculture. Thank you.